Welcome to the premiere of Blind Date.
Have you been on any sort of disastrous dates?
She propositioned me to join her religious cult.
I went on a date with a guy who pretended to be a millionaire.
Halfway through the dinner, he put his knife and fork down and he was like, "Be quiet."
He was talking about how he had enemas.
His kissing involved licking my teeth.
Cupid's confused. Just when did dating become so difficult?
How would you describe your heart?
What song represents you?
Can three voices behind a wall help?
Out you come.
If you choose me, I guarantee you'll be back.
Yep.
Have you got any children?
3.
Do they know you're here?
No.
Do any of you have any bad habits?
Mayonnaise.
I love my mayo.
How do you put out a hot flush as a fiery?
Put some wet stuff on it.
I think I'm having another hot flush.
On our blind dates, falling in love has never been so much fun. Well, most of the time.
What are you hoping will be behind the wall tonight?
A man with good hygiene.
Live action role play.
Silver fox kind of look. Do, 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 do.
Younger, older,
I'm 80.
He's 80!
guys for guys,
I'm here to find a husband.
girls for girls.
You used to be a cheerleader.
Yes, back when I still dated men.
Even if you're famous,
My mysterious Miss X.
even if you've already been there.
You're never too old to fall in love.
Choose me tonight and I'll treat you right.
If you chose me, I'd be the wildest of them all.
If you pick me, I'll show you all my moves and more.
It's all here on the show that started it all and had the world falling in love. And it's back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Blind Date. And now, spreading the love around like some sort of romantic margarine, it's the one and only Julia Morris.
Well, hello, I'm Julia Morris and welcome to Blind Date. Wow, how much times have changed since a dating show like this was last on the televisione? Look, back in the day, there wasn't any of your Tinder or your Grindr or your coriander. So here in Blind Date, we are getting back to the basics. We are going to make the search for love fun and easy. What do you reckon we get started? It is time to meet our very first batch of singles. Come on in, guys! And how about these delicious humans? Are you even allowed to describe people as delicious anymore, do you reckon?
Yeah, I think so.
We're going to start with you, contestant number 1. What is your name and where are you from?
My name's Simeon, and I'm from Des Moines, but you can probably tell from my accent, originally from the UK.
That's a beautiful name. Where does it come from?
Well, actually, I'm 75% Greek, 25% English. So the sense of humour of an English person, but the hospitality of a Greek. The other way is a catastrophe, I would say.
Is it?
Yes.
And then what do you do for a living?
I work in hospitality, so I run a cafe restaurant.
Cool. How come you're single?
Just haven't found Miss Right, I guess.
What's your vibe on the online dating scene?
Do a bit of Tinder, swipe left, swipe right, swipe left, swipe right, then you go unmatch.
Oh, none of that even makes sense to me, but I know that you go left for someone you like and then right for Goodnight Irene, or other way around?
It's the other way around.
Who would be, say, an example of your perfect woman?
Well, I quite like intelligent brunettes.
What? OK.
I like that.
Good luck tonight, Simeon. Contestant number 2, what is your name and where are you from?
My name's Scott and I'm from Gold Coast.
From the Gold Coast?
Yeah.
And so my spies tell me that you have a nickname, Popeye.
Because I eat a lot of spinach.
Do you?
I don't just train, you got to eat your spinach.
You train like at a gymnasium, is that what I'm understanding?
A gymnasium.
Is that where you go and how does that work? Like, what do you work on? What's your thing?
Just having a good physique, I guess.
Can you show me your guns? Are you even allowed to say that anymore?
Oh, I can bench press him.
You can bench press a human being?
Yeah, I can demonstrate.
Oh, well, I'd love you to.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
I can't believe you're not bench pressing me. What is happening? Oh my God! You guys. Oh, I think that deserves a special round of applause. Ada, well done and good luck tonight. Contestant number 3, what is your name and where are you from?
I'm Miles. I'm from Sydney.
What do you do for a living?
I do voiceovers and I'm a public speaker.
That voice is kind of amazing. Does that help on dates?
It can do, yeah, and I've been complimented on it before.
Have you? Would you say, "Good evening, Julia, you look lovely"?
Good evening, Julia. You look lovely.
Dreamy Central. What sort of a lady are you looking for?
I'd like to meet the one, I guess.
Meet the one
Yeah.
time.
I think so.
I mean, normally you never hear a man say, "I'm at the stage to meet the one," and you never hear someone with a really beautiful voice saying it. I reckon let's have a round of applause for these lovely chaps. See, woo! Wow, what? I don't even understand what happened then. I was attacked by the set. I hope everybody noticed that. I'm already sensing a very tough choice for our chooser. Would you please welcome from Mascot in Sydney, the gorgeous Renee! Yes, Renee! Beautiful. Renee, you look so gorgeous. Now tell me all about yourself. What do you do for a living?
I work in affiliate marketing.
In affiliate marketing?
Yeah.
What do you feel?
Wouldn't you like to know?
What are the qualities you really like?
I don't mind a guy who's got a bit of brains.
Nice, that does help.
Looks-wise, I love Mediterranean-looking men.
Oh, do you? Is kindness on your list?
Of course. It would be amazing to find someone who thinks I'm the most amazing thing that happened to them.
What are you hoping to find tonight?
Someone who supports me and someone who laughs at all of my jokes.
Well, we have 3 absolutely fabulous guys who are dying to meet you.
Awesome.
Take a seat and let's get started. Good luck, my love.
Alrighty, so my first question is for contestant number 1. I can scull a beer faster than most blokes. What's something that you can do better than most?
I like to consider myself a bit of life of a party. So being mostly Greek, I like to clear the dance floor with a bit of Zorba.
One moment, please.
OK, let's go, boys.
No, with it.
1, 2.
They're absorbing right now.
Contestant number 2.
Well, these muscles aren't just for show. Unlike most people, I can bench press double my body weight.
Well, I think we want to see it again, don't we? Can you lift me? Can you lift me?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, duh. I mean, here's the thing. I'm not a young woman, and I mean, we could be here for days if I continue to keep joining in like this. All right, contestant number 3.
Well, in my line of work, I use my voice a lot.
Oh.
And if you pick me to go on a date with you, you'll get to hear a lot more of it.
Sexy voice. All right, Renee, your second question, please.
Okay, contestant number 2 this time. I should have a sign above my head that says warning bad language because I always manage to work a bit of innuendo into any conversation. If you had a warning label, what would yours say?
When I sweep you off your feet, your head will be spinning. So my label will be named May Cause Dizziness.
May cause dizziness.
Just quietly, Julia, I'm dizzy already. Contestant number 3.
Well, my job contains a bit of acting. And as you know, actors can be a bit crazy. My label would say, may contain nuts.
Contestant number 1.
Well, I'd probably say I'm a little bit of a big softie. I mean, I've been hurt in the past, so my label would be handle with care.
Your final question, please, Renee.
So I've been on so many terrible dates that I've decided to write a book about my experiences. If you wrote a similar book, what would it be called? For contestant number 3.
I once went out on a date and the girl said because I didn't earn more than 90 grand a year, she didn't want to go on another date with me. So I do reckon 50 Shades of Dismay.
I'd be like 50 Shades of Offload that bitch. That's what... That's just between us, obviously. We don't want to...
Contestant number 1.
I'm a bit witty and charming, but I'm also a scuba diving instructor. So my book would be Let's Get Deep.
OK. The imagination's going wild now. OK, contestant number 2.
I seem to attract the wrong kind of girls on dates. I'm so bad at it that I'd name it Lord of the Wrongs.
Renee has quizzed our trio of single guys and is on the cusp of deciding who will be joining her on a blind date. But first, Renee, we need to have a little recap. Here's James telling you a little bit about each of our chaps one more time.
All righty, Renee, who's it going to be? Will you go for the very deep number 1? This Zorba, the sort of Greek, will have you up and dancing before you know it. What about muscle-bound carpenter number 2? Be warned, he might cause dizziness, but could this Lord of the Wrongs be oh so right? Or will you choose silver-tongued voiceover artist number 3? This nut does a bit of acting, but has he scored the starring role in Dating Renee? 3 worthy contenders, but only one can be your blind date.
Thank you so much, James. Renee, who's it going to be? This is the time. Is it going to be contestant number 1, number 2, or number 3?
I think I'm going to go with contestant number 3.
Contestant number 3. All right. Absolutely fantastic. Well, Renee, let's meet the guys that you didn't choose tonight. You have passed on contestant number 1, who is Simeon from Des Moines. Hey, beautiful. Well done, though, Simeon. And, of course, you passed on contestant number 2, who is Scott from Fig Tree Pocket in Queensland.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Well done. Oh, come on round here, baby boy. I mean, I'd love to go up the stairs with you, but it's not our date tonight.
Oh, God. Where am I going?
All right, my love heart, this is it. It's time for our drum roll. Behind our patented Slido wall could be the man of your dreams. Please meet your blind date, Miles from Darlinghurst. I'm feeling some personal heat, which I think is the fouisson that just happened as that Slido wall rolled back. All right, what do you both think?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy.
Oh, my gosh, you need to calm it down, guys, because we're going to find out a little bit about what sort of date you're going on.
Yes.
I have 2 of these magical date cards ready to go. So who would like to choose for the date?
I think the lady should.
Renee, which one are you choosing? That's the one.
This is the one. All righty.
Let's find out all about it.
We're going abseiling.
Abseiling. Let me tell you a little bit about it, because it's not just abseiling. You're going to be going face first. Whoa. I know. Abseiling down a 7-storey building. The adrenaline is going to be pumping and probably terrifying, but think of the view. Straight down, which will be amazing, of the cement. And a fantastic and safe time, and hopefully we'll see you guys back here in the studio and not in the hospital. It's going to be a wonderful time for some adrenaline and a really good time maybe for some romance, we really hope. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Renee and Miles, well done. Thanks, guys. goodness. All right, well, who is ready to meet our next bunch of singles? Then let's give it up for these gorgeous ladies. We have more Blind Date coming up. See you soon.
I keep in such good shape that I can bring any military man to attention.
Welcome back to Blind Date. And how about these absolute stunners? Contestant 1, contestant 2, contestant 3. Welcome. Why don't we meet everybody? Contestant number 1, what's your name?
I'm Sarah and I'm from Bondi.
I hear that you tend to go for bad boys, is that right?
I do, yeah. It never seems to work out. I don't know. They're attractive, I guess.
Well, I'm hoping that we might be able to find you somebody a bit sweeter tonight.
Definitely. I normally go for guys with great bodies and, you know, they seem to be dickheads.
Do you know why? That's because they're spending more time in the gym than they are thinking about whether to buy you flowers and take you out to dinner.
This is true. This is true.
Rumours reach my ears that you're mad for a bit of a dance move that I've not quite perfected.
Yes,
what's it called?
The twerk.
The twerk. Do we have any twerkers in the audience?
Come on, I feel it, you.
I have a feeling we'd love to see it from you. Will you give a little twerk demonstration for me?
Sure thing, Julia. Come on. Give us a twerk.
Don't put your back in. It's just a liquid movement I don't understand with my back. But we are very much hoping to find out a little bit more about you as the evening goes on.
Thank you.
Contestant number 2, what is your name and where are you from?
I'm Zoe. I'm from Kuirup in regional Victoria.
Wow. Where is Kuirup?
Okay, so to make it easy, it's on the way to Phillip Island, but it's nowhere near Phillip Island.
And then tell me, what do you do for a living?
I am a radio presenter on our local station.
Are you?
Yeah, it gets me into so much trouble though because I don't have any secrets and I will talk about my love life flat out on air.
Do you ever use the apps? Are you into that whole sort of swipey situation?
I gave up because my distance has to be up so high. Like, there is no one around.
This lover is 95 kilometres away.
Pretty much.
Not exactly a spontaneous moment then.
No.
Well, hopefully tonight is the night to meet somebody very special.
Fingers crossed.
Welcome. Contestant number 3, what is your name? Hey, girl. You look incredibly gorgeous. What is your name? Where do you come from?
My name is Melanie and I'm from Mawson Lakes, Adelaide.
Melanie, what do you do for a living, my love heart?
I work in insurance.
Oh, do you? Yeah. That is a very, very exciting industry from all reports. How on earth are you single?
Well, I just feel like men are a bit intimidated by me. I have a bit of a resting bitch face.
Resting bitch face? Show it to me. Because you're quite confident. Is that the reason why they steer clear?
I have a bit of a saying. I mean, why settle for one burnt sausage when you can settle for so many big sausages? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, Julia?
I think you need to get down to Bunnings on a Saturday morning because there is such a plethora of sausages available.
I love a big snag.
I can never find enough sauce to go with it. Please give it up for our gorgeous ladies. Come on out, Slido Wall. Oh, I'm absolutely mad for my Slido Wall. I have 3 gorgeous ladies up for a date, but with whom, you might grammatically correctly ask? Well, let's meet our blind date chooser. From Kilsyth in Melbourne, it's Michael. Oh, how lovely, Michael. Oh, have a seat, my sweetheart. Michael, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I'm hearing that you are a chippy.
Correct.
Talk
I am
me
a
through
chippy.
that. So that's not a deep fried situation, that's a job.
A job, yes, in the
Yeah.
trade industry.
What's the situation with being a single chap?
I've had a girlfriend when I was younger and I'm Single, as single as they come.
Oh, is that because it's way too much fun being off the leash?
I think so, a little bit,
Do you
yeah, a
reckon?
little bit, yeah, a little bit.
And then I also heard that you've never been dumped. Is that right?
Yes.
Oh my God, I've
That's
been
true,
dumped so many times.
I've never been dumped, no.
Mostly from jobs. And then what do you look for in a lady, Michael?
I love a girl in gym leggings.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I love a
Seeing
girl
the
in
full
gym
shape
leggings.
of the thigh.
Yeah, the tight legs, the fittings, black ones.
Ooh.
Gets me. Yeah.
Ooh, ooh. Do you have anything to help you with your luck tonight?
I have lucky jocks on.
Like, what makes them lucky?
And I always wore these jocks and I did a ride footy, and then I thought, well, I might use them for dates.
Lucky undies are the best.
Yeah.
Chuck out the rest.
That's it.
All right, Michael. We have 3 incredible and beautiful ladies just for you. You're going to have 3 questions to ask our contestants.
Beautiful.
So, would you like to ask your first question?
I would like to
All
ask
right,
my
good
first
luck,
question.
Michael.
Here we
Let's
go.
give it a good luck.
Okay. I'm a man of many talents, but one talent not many know is my juggling skills. What's your secret talent? I will go with contestant number 1.
Ooh. My secret talent would probably be my pole dancing skills. I mean, once you see how I wrap my body around the pole, you'll be wrapped around my finger.
I like that. Not bad.
That's a pretty good answer.
I like that, yeah.
I felt there was a lot of information in that answer.
I like that one. That was not bad.
Even I'm thinking about contestant number 1.
Okay. Same question, but contestant number 2.
Well, I am a country girl at heart, and, you know, naturally, my talent is being able to whistle to muster all the men into my yard.
Contestant number 3.
Well, my secret talent is my karaoke skills. I make the dogs howl and the glass shatter. So I guess that remains a secret.
I like that one.
Well, some fabulous answers there. Michael, it's time for your question number 2.
As a qualified personal trainer, I'm into the body beautiful. What is your best physical feature? Contestant number 2.
Oh, my best feature would be my big, beautiful eyes. If you look into them for too long, you might get lost in them forever.
Nice.
Contestant number 3.
Well, my best feature and asset would be my brain. I may be a little bit ditzy at times, but with the pictures that I'm drawing on my mind, boy, you'd be totally picking me.
Oh, the hint of future about it.
And lastly, contestant number 1.
It's a bit of a weird one, but I'm going to have to say my hyperextensive arms.
My what?
My hyperextensive arms. Yeah.
Oh, yes!
I mean, they bend in weird directions, but the rest of my body does as well.
I'm already thinking of chores that's going to help with. And of course, your final question, Michael.
Final question. My perfect date is going to a game of footy and then enjoying a romantic dinner. What's your perfect date? Contestant number 3.
Well, my perfect date, because I love chicken. I love roast chicken, fried chicken, honey chicken. I can see us having a really nice romantic picnic and enjoying a delicious, juicy roast chicken. And then afterwards, we can crack the wishbone, and then I know a wish that I will make for you.
Wow. Just exceptional chicken work there. Michael.
Contestant number 1.
Oh, I like to be fine-wined and fine-dined, and maybe afterwards head back to yours and I can show you some of my pole dancing moves.
Whoa! I tell you what, you can't pole dance if you've been onto all that chicken. You just get so...
True.
And lastly, contestant number 2.
Wine me, dine me, and then maybe we'll head back home, have a bit of a snuggle on the couch, have a bit of a binge on Netflix. Otherwise, we could just skip the Netflix altogether and you can binge on me instead.
Oh! I think I'm overheating a little bit. I'm going through the change again, Michael, which you won't understand yet as a young person. All right. So who will Michael choose? Let's find out next. Do you ever get told that you look like somebody famous?
Room with a view, and that is Torquay Plains, for God's sake, Miss Moneypenny.
Welcome back to Blind Date, where Chippy Chooser Michael has quizzed our 3 single ladies and is on the cusp of deciding his blind date. But look, before you do, Michael, here's James with a handy recap on contestants 1, 2 and 3.
Okay, Michael, who's it going to be? Will you choose pole dancing number 1? With her hyper-extensive arms, she's sure to bring a hands-on approach to your date. Could it be our cutie from the country, contestant number 2? All she has to do is whistle and you'll come a-running. Or is your wish for chicken lover number 3? Just don't ask her to sing, as I'm sure she has sweeter sounding plans in mind for you anyway. So, 3 lovely ladies, but only one can be your blind date.
Thank you, beautiful James. Michael, the choice is never easy, but the time has come.
Look, they were all great answers, but I'm going to have to go with contestant number 3.
Contestant number 3 is Michael's choice. Well done, Michael. Let's meet the ladies that you turned down. Contestant number 1 is Sarah from Bondi.
Hey, Sarah, how are you?
Good. Well done. See you. Beautiful. Thank you for coming along. You also didn't go for contestant number 2, who is Zoe from Cooey-Rup. Okay, well, this is it, Michael. Get ready to meet your future wife. May I have the drum roll, please? All right, this is the lady you chose for your blind date. Please meet Mel from West Lakes in Adelaide.
You're gorgeous.
How do you feel? Shaky?
A little bit.
Just like you feel like some chicken.
Yeah, I mean, I need to go to the toilet. That's what I need to do.
Well, it's time that we found out where you guys are going to go on your date. Who is going to choose which date you go on?
I'll let you choose.
Thank you.
Mel, which one? This one. Good luck.
So, we're going back in time and joining a 1980s style fitness class.
Wait, what? Look, it's time to get physical. Are you going to be hanging on leg warmers? You're going to be grooving in leotards and grinding to the retro sounds of the 80s. Oh my God, it was like my whole life, right? So after you get hot and sweaty, you're then going to have a little bit of time, hopefully, to get to know each other, and who knows if it's leading to romance. Have a fantastic time in the 80s, and we look forward to seeing you back here in the 21st century to find out how the date went. Let's give them a big round of applause. Good luck, guys. Thank you. All right, well, now who is ready to meet our next bunch of singles? Then let's give it up for these gorgeous ladies. Okay, we'll be back in a minute with plenty more Blind Date.
I want something big in my mouth to eat.
Welcome back to Blind Date. Let's find out a little bit about everybody. Contestant number 1, what is your name and where are you from?
My name is Kim and I'm from Perth.
Go, Kimbo! Kim, some fans in the audience there.
Family.
I love that. That is great that you've come along to support. So tell me, what's the male situation over there in Perth then?
Not worth looking at.
Not worth looking at. And what do you look for in a gentleman?
Truthfulness.
Truthfulness. Oh, good luck, Kim.
What'd I say?
No, I love unicorns as well. And a little birdie tells me that you got your first tattoo at 50, is that right?
Dragonfly.
It's a dragonfly. And what does that represent?
I just love dragonflies.
Made for the dragonfly.
I got the butterfly when I was...
Butterfly on the back, dragonfly on the front. Welcome and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Contestant number 2. Hello. What is your name and where are you from?
I'm Denise and I'm from Sydney.
Denise from Sydney. And Denise, tell me, what do you do for a living?
I'm a fashion consultant and I'm a nana. And I love being a nana. That's the best job.
I'm so looking forward to it. So, what sort of a chap are you looking for?
Well, grey-haired silver fox that can make coffee, please.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
When was the last time you went on a date?
Oh, a couple of months ago, actually. I did go on one, yes.
And how did it go?
Not very well.
Well, also, if it doesn't click, it doesn't click. Who needs the company? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't need some pest hanging around the house.
No, I do not. I really don't, no.
Welcome. We do have a lovely chooser for you. Contestant number 3, what is your name and where are you from?
My name's Simone. I'm from Brisbane, sunny Queensland.
Oh, my gosh, I love Brisbane so much. What do you do for a job?
I actually work for I'm a public servant.
Servicing the public?
I do.
What would be your ideal man?
I'm not really fussy, Julia. So long as
alive,
he's breathing,
yeah,
not on a mobility device, I'm your girl.
Well, let's hope we can find a chap who is walking or leaping down. All right, let's hear it for the ladies. That's the second time that's happened. It's time to meet the lucky chap who is going to choose between our 3 single ladies. From Kangaroo Point in Queensland, please say hello to Graham.
Julia, it's so nice to meet you.
Oh, how are you? Are you well?
I'm Graham, actually, but you can call me Well if you like.
So then, Graham, what's the situation on your dating life? How are you single?
Footloose, fancy-free, single. I like them, they don't like me.
Oh, what's wrong with
They like
them?
me, I don't like them. It's the same old story, you know, what can you do?
Yeah, it's so true. Do you ever get told that you look like somebody famous?
Well, there's a Scottish actor, of course, who's played 007 James Bond called Sean Connery that occasionally... But of course, John Cleese is more than Sean, actually. You know, room with the view, and that is Torquay Plains, for God's sake, Miss Money Penny. Sorry, Miss Money Morris.
Have a seat, my love. All right, now, what sort of lady are you hoping to meet tonight, Graham?
Well, I like a sort of a plain, natural, normal, professional lady. You're not into Botox or sort of Burgundies or whatever. You know, just natural, normal. What you see is what you get.
Yeah.
A bit like me.
No, natural all the way for me. Graham, we have 3 lovely singles who are really looking forward to meeting you. Graham, let's go with the very first of your 3 questions.
OK, contestant number 1. I'm often mistaken for 007 Sean Connery himself. Now, if you could be a Bond girl, who would you choose?
Well, it's not exactly a Bond girl, but Sheena Easton sang a song, a theme song. And if I get you behind closed doors, I'll be for your eyes only.
Nurse! All right.
Same question to number 2?
In The Man with the Golden Gun, Britt Eklund played Mary Goodnight. If you choose me, I think Mary's name says it all.
I think I need my own heart pills, Graham, to be honest. That's all sounding very positive.
I'm very interested to find out. Now what? Same question, number 3.
Well, Graham, from The World Is Not Enough, I'd be Dr. Christmas Jones, because being with me would be like having Christmas every day.
Graham, your second question, please.
OK, here we go. I'm an ex-military physical training instructor and I love to keep fit. How do you keep fit? Contestant number 2.
Well, I like to get out and about every chance I have to stay fit. So you should take a chance on me, as every soldier knows who dares wins.
I like that, yes,
I don't mind that, number 2, all right.
OK, let's have a think. Number 3, same question.
Well, Graham, I like motorbike riding, sailing, gardening, hiking. And I keep in such good shape that I can bring any military man to attention.
Is that what it means?
I'm not sure what she means there, Julia, but let's find out what... same question to contestant number 1.
Well, I'm always on the go, walking, dancing, and always active. And so far, I haven't met a guy who can keep up with me. Let's hope it's you.
Well, you look as fit as a fiddle, Graham. I don't think you'd have too much trouble keeping up, would you?
Let's... keeping up. Oh, sorry, I didn't want to misread that. Yes, I
Staying fit.
think... yes, yes on both counts. Where are we? Yes.
All right, well, your final question. Thanks, Graham.
Final question. Contestant number 3 we'll start with this time. If I were a cocktail, I'd probably be an old-fashioned, which is strong yet sweet.
Oh.
Now, if you were a cocktail, what would you be?
Well, I haven't actually left Australia, and I would love to have a well-travelled man like yourself take me travelling, so I think I'd like to be a cosmopolitan.
Oh, nice answer, nice drink.
OK, same question to contestant number 1.
I'd be dark and stormy. And if you find that you're too scared or too cold, I'll just hold you close for comfort.
Now, finally, then, same question to contestant number 2.
I'd be a gin fizz. I'm bubbly and intoxicating.
Well, there are some great answers there, but there's a lot to take in. Who will Sean Connery / Basil Fawlty sound alike Graham choose? We're going to find out coming up next.
Sticking her booty out.
Okay, I hope you like that.
Welcome back to Blind Date. There's a lot to take in, and so here is our incredibly wonderful James with a quick refresher.
Well, Graham, who's it going to be? Will you be able to keep up with the dark and stormy number 1? She wants to be for your eyes only. Perhaps the bubbly and intoxicating number 2 will salute. With her, it could be a very good night indeed. Or will you dare to win with the cosmopolitan Christmas cracker number 3? Graham, it's a potential cocktail of dating delights, but only one of our ladies can be your blind date.
Well, Graham, that's not an easy choice, but it is the moment of truth. Who is it going to be?
I think I will choose contestant number 2.
Let's have a little look who you turned down. You weren't swayed by contestant number 1, who is Kim from Perth in WA. Thanks for coming, Kim. All right, we also didn't go for contestant number 3, Simone from Wavell Heights in Queensland. Hi.
Better luck next time.
Hi, everyone. Graham, this is it. I think we need a little bit of a drum roll. All right, waiting on the other side of our patented Slido wall is your blind date. And up until now, you've only heard her voice, but now you're going to meet the rest of her in the form of Denise from Mossman in Sydney. Well, first impressions, you guys.
Very handsome.
So dapper.
Yeah.
She says that to all the boys.
Oh, I bet she doesn't, Graham. Well, to discover where you guys are going to be heading on your date, what do you think?
I choose. Okay.
There you go, my love.
Thank you, darling.
Oh,
Can I open it up and...
Tell us all about it.
Oh, we're going back to learn the art of the flaming cocktail.
Oh, let's have a little look. Amazing. Oh, my gosh, this is actually going to be the perfect date for you guys. You're going to be dressing up. It's Casablanca meets Casino Royale. You're going to step back in time to the age of glamour and sophistication and hopefully romance as you learn the art of flaming cocktail making. Lots of time for having fun and lots of time, hopefully, for getting to know each other and romance. I am already sensing some good times. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd love you to put your hands together and wish them luck. It's Graham and Denise. Bye, you guys. Have a good time. After the break, through the magic of television, we're going to show you Michael and Mel from earlier in the show and find out how they went on their Back to the 80s date. Take it off. Woo!
His body was...
Oh! I love it. I love it. Welcome back to Blind Date. Now, earlier in the show, charming chippy Michael chose chicken-loving Mel for his blind date. Now, sure, it was only 20 minutes ago, but for any goldfish watching, here's a little reminder of their first meeting. This is the lady you chose for your blind date. Please meet Mel from West Lakes in Adelaide! Let's bring them on, shall we? Please give them a very warm welcome once again. It's Michael and Mel. Oh, yeah! Come on, say hi, guys. Oh, okay, here we go. Stand by. Whoa, okay, no, it's not as easy as it looks. Here we go. There we go. Oh. Nearly got a little special surprise. All right, well, firstly, let me thank you so much for being our very first blind daters. You went away on a glorious date, sweating to the music of the 80s. Let's have a little look how that date went.
When the screen went back and revealed Mel, I was a little bit disappointed. Did prefer contestant number 1 because that's a girl that straight away attracts me.
Well, when I saw Michael for the first time, he is a very handsome guy. The first thing I saw was his eyes, and that got me a little bit. I'm like, my kids would look good with him.
Hey, how are
you? I know that there are a lot of burnt sausages out there, but I feel like Michael is a chorizo sausage. He's standoffish, and I thought, okay, well, this is going to be a bit of a challenge, a bit of a tough cookie to crack.
Ladies first.
Thank you. So first we started at the retro store trying on some different clothes. Let's see.
What do we look?
I love it. I love it. It looks good. Actually, it looks really good on you.
When I was getting changed, Mel had a little cheeky look and checked out my ass and checked out my abs.
His body was...
I love it. I love it.
I love it.
Yeah?
Damn.
What do you reckon?
Do you have any moves to go with what you wear? Oh, okay. Top quality. I think I look really good.
Yeah?
Even though I've got a mad big camel toe.
Yeah, she gave her camel toe a name.
Her name's Queen Camilla.
Queen Camilla?
Yeah.
Why is she queen?
Because she's royalty.
She was outgoing. It was full on, but it was fun.
Hey.
That lady.
The fact that I can just be myself made me feel like there's potential. Then we went to the retro sweat aerobics class.
Hello.
Hey! Hello, I'm Shannon. Nice to meet you. Melanie.
Michael.
Hello, Michael. Nice
How
to
are
meet you.
How you going?
Welcome to Retro Sweat.
Ready?
Right this way, please. Shoulder roll. Good. Keep smiling.
We were standing next to each other and making jokes. Watch my fanny, watch my fanny. She was sticking her booty out. Do you like my view?
Yeah, I'm really loving it here.
Inappropriate jokes. Can you not fart, please?
Sorry.
No.
Oh, Okay. I was a little bit turned on when Michael got a bit of a feel up. Yeah, I hope you like that.
This is fun, yeah? You having fun? Ready? It definitely brought me and Mel closer.
I'm kind of hungry. I kind of want something big in my mouth to eat.
That's funny, yeah.
Could I please get the 14-inch home wrecker style hot dog?
We're both eating the hot dog at the same time, thing going, and we're having a laugh and dribbling stuff down our faces.
There you go, all gone, all gone. Looks good. We were having a lot of fun and I felt like I had fanny flutters.
When we were at the bar, we sat down and there wasn't as many jokes and stuff. It was more the serious type things.
So from the reveal, was I what you expected?
I was surprised. Because it's not usually, you're not usually the type of girl I've ever been out with.
Yep.
My feelings did change about Mel throughout the dates. And the reason that I chose you was because you sounded funny. Are you having fun today?
I'm having so much fun because this is literally like the first date I've ever been on.
The first date you've ever been
Well,
on?
I mean, like, I've never been asked out on a proper date where I've like...
Ever?
Have a chat, ever.
Wow.
So, yeah. So pretty much, let's just cheers to this.
Cheers.
Cheers to popping my date cherry.
I feel like there is a future with Michael and I, and I'm excited about that.
That looked like so much fun, you guys. Mel, how did that rate as a first date?
It was really good. I had so much fun. I really did.
Now, I don't know if you realise, but I do have a bottle of sparkling situation going on for when there's more than a spark in my dates. What sort of sparks were happening on this date?
There were parts where I felt like there were, especially when we went to the hot dog place because he said to me he likes girls who act like themselves. And that got me feeling like, okay, that's something else. And like, you know, we connected on chicken and I love chicken, but I feel like he's a bit chicken when it comes to the whole dating thing.
So what's your take on it?
Look, there was no sparks for me personally, but I thought there's so many girls out there that are just so placid and they care about their image and they care about what they say. And a girl like Mel, a type of girl like Mel, she's going to make a very lucky man.
But, Michael, my spies tell me that you have been in contact with contestant number 1. Is that right?
Yes, we have been talking.
Look how nervous you are. You can see I mean business. I don't muck around.
You're lost.
Oh, on so many levels, babe.
You're lost on this.
That's what I'm talking about. Why reach to the top shelf if you can't carry what's on there? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Will you keep in contact?
I personally won't. After hearing that, it just makes me feel a bit like, oh, he didn't really give it a chance, so...
Yeah, fair enough.
Let's just throw that out. Next.
Absolute. I reckon the date looked like heaps of fun. It was definitely worth it.
Yeah.
And we're really happy that you came on Blind Date. Would you please put your hands together and thank the wonderful Mike and Mel? Oh my goodness, well that is it for our very first episode of Blind Date. Now next week we're going to be finding out if there was any chemistry between that lovely brain Renee and that silver tongue Miles on their abseiling date, and whether debonair Graham and the lovely Denise mixed well at their cocktail class. Plus we're going to have a whole new batch of singles on the lookout. I'm Julia Morris. Good night.
Next time on Blind Date.
I'm electrifying.
How do you put out a hot flush as a fiery?
Well, you put some wet stuff on it.
16 in 1 week. I think I'm having another hot flush.